We're live.
Legends.
Messi, continue. Listen, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. What's up? Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is. We lost someone, another fallen soldier. That's how it's going on tonight. The show is called Yo, Let Me Sleep. What the fuck? Because it's 1:27 a.m. And if you know how, like, my phone is lit up, everyone's phone is lit up, battle rap on a Friday night. Like, no one's sleeping. No one's sleeping. So
you know why
like,
that is, Jen? You know why that is?
Bro.
Tell me.
No, but you know what it is, yeah. You got a bunch of men that are all prepping for upcoming events, so no one's really on sleeping right now. Everyone's plotting, scheming, prepping. You know what I mean? There's no day that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, Scoop's the most relaxed out of all of us. Scoop's the most relaxed right now. He's chilling. Like, he's shit. He got his strap in the case, taking it off safety. You know what I'm saying?
You man obviously got battles very, 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 very close. Like, they just literally round the corner in it. That's like, I don't know if you're around, if you think you know them, but obviously I'm writing for other projects and shit right now. I know about deadlines as well. But,
I hear that.
I have to commit that today, but
Hey, what's going on, YB?
Losing you.
Yo, I'm here. What's happening?
Stay up, fam. I was just literally telling my man. I was just talking to Big Techie about you still.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you saying?
I was chilling. I can't lie. You're not talking about prepping and that. I was chilling. I can't lie.
Yeah. What? Well, we say you ready to chill. That's you know that's very telling.
You look
that's
comfortable.
You don't talk about prepping. I'm chilling, bro.
Comfortable.
I was chilling. You get me?
I'm not gonna lie, yo.
I didn't even know what was going on.
Huh?
You didn't know who was in the room.
They both look comfortable.
It's chilling, man.
Mad thing.
You know what it is?
What are you sipping on, YD?
Yeah, man.
You know when you're just like,
good. Nice to finally meet you, my boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Pastor Cavozier.
That's it. Yeah. That's good, Messi.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you man's battle still. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. Like,
for that shit.
I'm not even gonna sit here and lie because it's one of those ones where I know both man is coming on their A game. So, boy,
are you working on the 28th?
I think so. I need to check in. Well, you know me, bro. I'm like a freaking slave, fam.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Toby, don't have it, Toby.
He's on some real. Scoop's on some real hustle tier shit with his work hours. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Man's putting in the time.
It's crazy.
I've seen him all over this city, bro. Like on his way to work, from work, different spots, different stations. Like, it's just mad. This guy is a workaholic. That's why he's like that with the pen, because he's already got the workaholic ethic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why he's just straight on it. So. But the young come outside though, bro. That's why they want to see you versus Crash. They're trying to see what you do up close and personal, brother.
No, you know don't get it twisted. It's like, bro, you already know it. So it's just one of those ones where it's like, even for Crash, I've got no qualms. I've got no qualms in telling you I've got at least 14 minutes worth of material for him already.
Ooh. 14 minutes to us.
That's the levels. That is the levels of the essence. Like, when you do it like that, you write and then you say, all right, you know what? I can say, boom, let me move that. Let me take that out. Let me do this. Let me do that. But don't undercut yourself. These men talk about they want to write something called 4 or 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, I've got sing about 13 minutes. I got a messy 13 minutes there. That's not a joke.
Talk to them, bro.
No, Messi, like you've got a one rounder. Where Bracey? Where Bracey? Like, Bracey had a lot to say. Where's Bracey?
I don't think Messi's coming to play. I don't think Messi's
to be outside, man.
Me and Messi are getting on to it.
So hold on, what? He wanted to talk. He wanted to talk behind the scenes. on WhatsApp. Outside, when it's time to go live and talk like your shit, you don't want to put that on record. Is that what we're doing, Bracy? Is that what we're doing, Bracy?
Come outside.
Jump on, Bracy. You better jump on.
Bracy, come outside, bro.
Hold on. Sleep. Where's Bracy? Yo, Snoop, where's Bracy at?
Where's Bracy at, man? Bracy, come outside.
He's not outside, man.
Listen, Bracy, you better jump on. You better jump on, Bracy.
I'm trying to hear it, bro. Where's Bracy?
Messi was on the porch last week, man.
Like you got two opponents here, and you got two battles in this room right now. So you got YD, you got Techie, you got Messi. Where's Bracy? Bracy, come outside, bro. What's going on?
Snoop, have you got any answers? Where's Bracy?
He was talking mad on the WhatsApp chat, on the WhatsApp video.
Crazy.
He would do.
Yeah, I just come off the phone to Bracy, so he's
sounds good
right now.
He went occupied for the last hour. Bracy,
when he was
like you weren't even talking bow rap. You weren't even talking bow rap, like Bracy, come on and talk about
what you was talking about then.
What's the time limit for you man's battles?
Say that shit now, say it again, bro.
Hey, what's the time limit on you man's battles? Yo, YD, Tech, what's the time limit on you man's battles?
Hold on. Let me just give Snoop a proper introduction. He's saying what's up to everyone. Snoop.
Yeah, big up Snoop.
Oh, big up the OG. Big up No Loose Chat. Big up the final process. Big up this fire card that we got coming. Like, let's pay respect. Let's pay some respect. Like,
gang shit.
How's it going?
Yo, I got a question. YD Tech, what's the time limit on you man's battle?
When they finish,
man.
2 minutes.
Man.
2 minutes on that, yeah.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Alright, Messi, what's the time limit on your battle?
Alright, so it's 5 pushing if you've got momentum to a 6 and mash with crowd reaction, obviously.
I know Messi's not sticking to those.
What kind of answer was that, bro?
Kind of what?
I know you ain't sticking to that.
Answer the question.
What kind of answer that, bro? It's 5 to 6 and mashing it. Like, it's 5 minutes. But you know how the game goes, isn't it? Like, say it again, and I said, pull it back to 2
crowd reaction.
Thank you, bro. You know how the game goes, man. If you don't write with crowd reaction in mind, then you're trash to me. Like, if you don't write with crowd reaction in mind, you're trash. Because we thought that what they're not going to react. There's not going to be no moment when they want to hear that.
But hold on, Messi. What about when you write for a crowd and there's no crowd? Oh, you frozen. That's what will happen when you write for a crowd and there's no crowd.
Or you don't get the reaction you was expecting.
Well, that's what happens. You freeze because you've written and you've placed pauses and you've timed your breathing pattern around the pauses, and you freeze. You fuck up because there's no crowd. YD, you just did that the other day. They were like, what? There was a cameraman. There was Snoop. I was there, Tech was there, and there were about 4 other men in the building. There was no you got reaction, but there was no freeze. No freeze. But you didn't write for a crowd. You didn't you wrote that material, you rapped and you wrote that material for a captive audience and you had one. It's very different. Like when you have a captive audience, you need to write for that. You can't write haymakers and punch after punch after. Like if you're writing punch after punch after punch after punch, and your opponent is saying some shit that all of us are hearing, and we're all taking in the same way that they wrote it in their bedroom, in their kitchen, on the train, like we're hearing it in exactly the way they intended it, and you're coming and just punching for a reaction. It's not hitting the same. You're not getting that reaction, and you're having to face, oh shit, I'm not getting that reaction live in front of those 6 people and the judges or whoever and the crowd and the pay-per-view video on demand, March the 6th. Make sure you cop that video on demand. Like it's different. You can't write for a crowd when there isn't one.
True.
true.
Like it's,
I
But
mean,
at the same time, like,
that would be a more of a question for the performance.
marinate.
I think that'd
You've
be
got a right for bars to marinate. So if you say something kind of intricate, you've got to give it that.
Nah, man.
You gotta get that moment.
Like, sometimes you got to rap to your opponent, bro. It don't matter about fucking the crowd sometimes, bro. You got to rap to your opponent, bro.
You know, he's got a point. He's got a point because he's got a point because sometimes hold on. He's got a point. He's got a point here because a lot of the times you're right, and you're far.
Yo, I can't hear you.
We lost your audio.
You can't hear you.
I swear, hold on, what about now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
No, I was saying, Tech's got a point because the reality behind that, is that how many times have man gone to battles, you've got a bar in your mind that you think, right, it's going to be a room shaker. It does not hit. But the bar that hits is the one you didn't think was going to hit. And it's like, you know what, you can't even write with them pauses in mind. You just got to rap.
Yeah, man, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
But when you know there are no pauses, when you know there are no pauses,
throw you off straight away.
But when you know there are no pauses,
there
are no pauses. There's no crowd.
But conceited, don't tell that to conceited. He don't care. He will stop, screw his face up, and carry on rapping.
We'll do that, and you lose.
All of that. Times, man, it happens. There's been times where I'm battled and a bar that hit, and I'm just like, swear down, and it makes you go back, but you won't, because if you prep like your shit's gonna hit in that manner, yeah. When you go back, when you're prepping, it's like you're only wheeling yourself up from where you think you're hard. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. From your perspective, you're doing it from, this is going to hit, so I'm going to wheel it up from here. But if you do it off, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I get you.
That's your material.
I think with
that, just make your shit just like solid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to, you know what I mean?
But do you never, like, when you're writing,
it kind of comes down to like,
if you get thrown off
the moment,
the wheel up, that's the worst one. I swear that.
Yeah.
When you're writing though, and you know you're in front of a crowd, is that not part of your consideration when it comes to your material? Do you not consider the venue, the audience, the crowd, the town? Like, do you not? No, but I'm saying, like, whether
you can dig your
COVID
own grave like that, man. You can dig your own grave like that.
Yeah, all right, but like, say I'm a London rapper and I'm going to Manchester and I'm going to a crowd. I'm going to entertain 2,000 people in Manchester. You think I'm gonna just come to rap and not entertain a Manchester crowd who I need to win over? Like, is that not like? And also, I'm not like, do I not have to give some sort of performance? I can't stand up there and just rap.
Do you know? Jen,
everyone trying to talk at one time. One person at a time.
Yeah, Jen, sorry, just to answer you, do you know what it is? The difference between, say, a big stage and a small room, is how you manage both of those arenas, You see, for example, I saw this at Chilla Jones. When he battled DNA, lyrically, was bars like levels above DNA lyrically, but a big crowd don't want to hear that. Big crowd is very, very restless. In a small room, people will listen to your bars. In a big room, you got to grab their attention quickly. You got to be hitting every 4 bars.
But doesn't that further my point?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to tailor your material to the audience that is in front of you, and also bearing in mind playback. So you've got a live crowd. Yes, you're for your performance to be entertaining to both the crowd in front of you and the crowd at home. You have to be entertaining both. If there's no crowd in front of you, then you can just work. I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine you focus more on your material. When there's a crowd, you have to bring in the entertainment element. These people have been standing on their feet for hours on end. Like, they're hungry, they're thirsty, they're whatever. I need to entertain them. as well as, and like also, I can't deliver the same material to a crowd that I can deliver to an empty room. This is most people who are listening, like they're watching in their living rooms, like they're sitting on the fucking sofa. They're wrapped. I can rap to them. I can layer shit. I can.
But let me ask you a question, Jenny. Listen. This is, I just want to ask this, because out of everybody here, I feel like YD could give the best analogy. YD can give the best analogy on this one, because when you said the Adi Boom bar, you got reaction, right? So when man said that bar, I've watched it, bro. My man's like, do you get me? It kind of, as much as it's a good thing, you don't know how much it's gonna shake, and it can throw you off. So obviously, it's like in that time, how did you prep for that, bro? Did you prep that people are gonna react to that, or did you prep like, oh, it's just a bar, no, I'm gonna go to the next?
If I'm being perfectly honest, it was a thing where I was saying to my man then that don't even watch battle rap. I said to them, look, if anyone in that room watches battle rap, his bar's gonna go off in it. It's just gonna go off in it. But I didn't know if it was going to. I've never been in that room before. I've never been in a battle rap arena.
You didn't know what the room was going to be. You didn't know if it was going to be 10 people, if it was going to be 100 people. It was your first battle.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I did was I prepared.
So how did you feel about the reaction, though? Did you feel like the reaction would have thrown you off a bit?
Maybe not that one, because as I said, I prepared for both. I prepared it in a way that if no one knows saying that, and I just keep going, and I prepared it for a week. Like even when I was getting like that, I had that shit planned, B. I can't lie, I had that shit planned.
That's how you have to prep it.
I was just like, if they go off, I'm gonna be like, yeah, man.
You have to prep it both ways.
I prepped it both ways.
That's it.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to prep it both ways. You can't prep it one way or prep it the other way. You actually have to prep it both ways. But I feel like if your material, it's like there's a lot of chances there. Like me, I'm one of those people, like when I battle, I will bring the crowd in on what man's saying. But if there's no crowd, then I have to cut that out. So is that a loss or a win? Is that me being able to get more bars?
You know what? If you notice,
or something that I do. You see what I mean?
If you notice, with the Addy Boom bar, I didn't pause. I didn't pause to say what.
You waited for the crowd to stop you.
I practiced that. I practiced that.
Talk.
I literally practiced
on your first battle. You practiced carrying on.
I watch people when they get their haymakers. When I see people getting their haymakers, I see them, they're still wigging in it, and then the crowd, it looks cold. So I was like, yo, I'm doing that. Watch it. If this bar goes off, I'm doing exactly that. Exactly that.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Hold on. Rivers, have you been hearing this talk about preparing for crowd, and we're talking about
Rivers, what man's saying, is that when it comes down to the prep thing, man can't prep one way and not do you get me? So if man prep it like, I'm just gonna rap to my opponent and get my shit off.
Yeah.
Or you can rap it like, I'm gonna rap it. How am I trying to describe this? Bro, man, them help me, bro. Everyone was in the
boom. Basically, man was saying, man preps his bars that you think might go off. You prep it for if you get the reaction, but you also prep it as for if they don't even react to it. You still need to be ready to just go. You need to prep it both for both turnouts. You get me? That's what I kind of prepared for before my first battle. I kind of just figured that out, innit? I just said, yo, like, whatever way it's gonna go, I'm just gonna keep going, and if they stop me, I'm gonna realize,
basically, how you design it in a fashion where if you stop, you can stop. If you need to go, you can go. That's how you design it when you're writing it and shit. But for the most part, it's like you can't expect any reaction though. That's the thing. Some things, no, they're gonna bang, but even them, you gotta drop them like they might not bang. Just keep going, kind of thing, innit? If they stop you and it's an explosion, you just go with what they're doing, innit? Like, but that's it for the most part.
When it comes to your prep, how important is, so if you know you're battling in front of no crowd, how does that at all alter your preparation as opposed to like,
you will never have that thought in your head of, so for example, for me, like, I'm looking at it more like, all right, cool. If there's a crowd, yeah, I can afford to be more entertaining and more funny. If there's no crowd, fuck all that. Let's get straight to it. You understand? That's more how I'm looking at it.
This is what I'm
So that's the only difference, really and truly. So all the extra, like, there's things you can do with a crowd that have nothing to do with your writing or nothing. You can win a battle because of it. You understand? Because remember we were saying the other day, we established like there's battle rap, and then there's battle rap entertainment. That's more based on them big crowds. You understand? You got them big crowds, you don't do some entertaining up there. You can actually do things that will accentuate your bars
you can do some
to the crowd.
stupid shit up there.
Exactly. But when you get rid of that.
I still need to learn. I'm not there yet. I still got a long way before I learn.
Can I ask another question though? I do.
Yo.
In your career so far, like obviously you've probably had the biggest reaction like out of the people, like other than you get me, you and Messi probably had the biggest reaction here. Like, how do you not deal with it, bro? Do you ever have moments where you stumble because the reaction is crazy? Because if it's back to back to back, do you know what I mean, bro? Because you know what I'm saying, when the pen's different, it's back to back. Yeah. So it's like, facts. I slightly would feel like that would piss me off. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I tell you what. It depends. No, it depends. Do you know what it is? Because okay, if we're talking like reactions, say like I feel like the biggest reactions maybe I got was probably say my Wilsey battle, my second round.
Still the Charger.
Yeah, the Charger thing, but then before that was the Unlimited Text.
Was that the second round?
The second round, yeah. And then obviously before that, I said the bar about the Unlimited Text thing. Yeah, and it was like, you see what? You know what it is? It doesn't, because obviously I'll tell you straight up, I prep mad, innit? Like I prep to the point where I must know my rounds backwards. Like I prep to the point where I need to know my rounds backwards.
Yeah.
So it's like I prep just in case.
Backwards. Yeah, you actually told me that.
Backwards.
Yeah, I need to know my rounds backwards.
No, but I know what you mean by that, Steve, though. Like, I know what you mean by that. Like,
so it's like
I kind of get what you mean. Like the linking word to the bar you're about to say. Like, do you know it backwards? Like, do you get it? That makes sense.
So to answer Tech's question, it's like for me, it doesn't throw me off because it's like I've prepped to the point where I know it so well that, for example, I know what my last word was and my next word is. So it's
like that though. But has it always been like that?
No, not at all. Nah, not at all. When
it has to be that way.
You know why? Because I learned all of that for experience. You know what I'm saying? I learned that for experience. So by the time I battled Wilsey, I was like, remember when I battled Wilsey, I had like 3 months to prep. So there was no way I was gonna go in there and not know this material like the back of my hand. So even if they did react, I knew it. I knew where to pick up from.
You're ready.
I know where to pick up from. Like, don't get me wrong. I can understand what Tech is saying because there are times where you just want to go. Like you just want to go. But then at the same time,
I think.
But then at the same time, you know what?
At the same time, it means your pen's crazy though.
Huh?
At the same time, it means your pen's crazy.
Yeah.
The man
It's a compliment, bro.
You appreciate.
Take it as a compliment.
Much love to you.
Personally, like in battle rap, when it comes to like reactions and stuff, like how I've dealt with it is I always try and like keep in my head what's next and what I've just said. So my thing is like if it needs to be said again, if it needs to be said again, then I'm there with it. But I'm also focusing on where I'm going. So it's like, you know, like I look at it as like a tangent in real life. Now you're having a conversation with someone and then they veer off about, oh yeah, this one time and rare in Bandcamp shit. Like, but you get back to the convo. Okay, but back to the convo. Like, it's that type of shit. Do you get it? Like,
you ever seen Be Magic?
Like, wait. I got a good one.
Go on.
Have you ever wrote to react for like to purposely get reaction and got that reaction?
Yes.
So far,
I do.
Yes.
Everyone feels like that.
When I wrote that Charger shit, I wrote that. When I wrote that Charger shit, I said to myself, if these motherfuckers do not react, I'm gonna be so upset.
Wait.
And you shut that shit down.
to make it clear though, Tech, because of the way you worded that, yeah, I don't go into it thinking, all right, I need something for them to react to. I just write, and then if I'm like, yo, they're gonna react to that, then I just know, innit? Like, it's still like that, innit? But other than that, I don't just think.
Have you ever had that bar? No, but have you ever had that bar where you're like, no, this is the one. Like they're gonna go crazy. Like it's not even in an ego way, but it's just like even me. Like I wrote a bar the other day. Yeah, and I reacted to it like I'm saying, no.
Have you ever had the bar? The better question is, have you ever had that bar and it didn't hit?
Yeah.
And what did you do? That bar that you knew and everyone told you. Like and you were expecting almost your muscle memory.
Obviously, you hope that
every time you
the same. I had a bar against Georgia Roots and it was like, how did it go? It was like a Thanos bar and it's like I said it and he was the only one.
Yeah, that didn't go up.
No one else said nothing to it. You get me, bro? It was like and it was probably sick.
Be careful with them references.
I mean, you didn't get it. No, I think you didn't get it delivered. Sometimes you don't deliver it like just to that point that just makes people receive it, innit? Yeah, sometimes you don't do that.
No, when you're making a reference, when you're making a specific Thanos reference, and especially if it's an intricate one that is super dope, but only the most knowledgeable of fans or those who afterwards will go and Google and know, shit, or they've caught the intricacy in it. Like, you have to know that, okay, that is super dope, but I can't expect that sort of reaction when it, okay, please, whoever that is that's making me hear myself back.
Man, but then I had the few I knew that was going to hit though, do you get me? I was just like, raw.
Bro, man had a bar against Cox, yeah.
No, but sometimes
he caught it, and I was so upset, because I said in my head, this bar's gonna bang. I'm in front of 300 people, and nobody in the room caught that shit. Not a single fucking person, bro.
What was the bar?
I was so upset, fam.
What was the bar?
No, it was,
what was the bar?
No, like he's going in the memory banks real quick.
Real quickie.
5 rounds. Them man there are Qui-Gon Jinn, you know. That's it, 5 rounds.
See, I write bars as well that I don't mind. I feel like I don't even mind if they don't get it. They get it on cam. Sometimes I write that, but that's still me. But that's me only having two. That's what I'm saying. That's me only having two.
But also, hold on. No, let me interject quickly just on that point. YD, you can't think like that because you're two battles. Here's why you can't. No, it's not. No, you can't think like that. You have to think the opposite of that. You have to think for that room because your two battles have been judged. So if you're thinking, okay, I don't care whether I progress as long as the video afterwards like understands how dope I am, then cool. If you're trying to progress, you need to write for the judges, for that room, for that time frame, for those 3 rounds. You need to get 2 out of 3.
I think the problem is I write to just kill my opponent. That's my problem. I'm just these 3 rounds I got is just that. It's like what's it called? What's his name? Light? Is it Light? Yes, no, like that. Yeah.
Have you ever run punches and hit your opponent about something?
Look out! Hold on, Tech. Hold on.
Where's that going? Did you hear? No, it had to go. Because we just I pulled that out for myself. I didn't pull that out for you. Like why he just said a whole heap of shit.
London Gen Show.
And you just went straight, like that's your opponent. And like you're all of a sudden you're like, I didn't see you. No, it's like you don't have to apologize. Like I'm just letting you know, like I can host some shit. Like I pulled that comment up for me. Like YD said stuff, and I'm sure he wasn't just saying that for me. I pulled that up so that when you said your shit, I can address Crash comments because I've been neglecting the comments. Like that's my bad. That's not your bad, bro. Like you can adjust what you need.
The big techie show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like very gentlemanly of you. You thought maybe there was a woman in distress. Like I get it. But like you can address your opponent.
Yo, there is one thing.
If anything, like Rivers will take up for me. Like if I'm slacking, like that's like Rivers will come and bail me out.
You know you got this. You know you got this. You know.
Yo, there is one thing I will say though. There is one thing I will say though. And Rivers will vouch for this as well. Yeah. So obviously, YD, you've had 2 battles in it. And obviously, you're only gonna grow in experience. And it's like, for example, like what Tech's done now, battled in front of a no lose track crowd. He's battled at Beast Anglia. See, when you battle in front of different crowds, you start to understand things a lot more.
Really understand it, bro. For me,
you start to understand because I'll tell you why.
Remember, I was just saying to you.
I'll tell you why. Yeah, when we like Rivers and that, when we was battling and that, obviously he was gifted a gab. Yeah. So we're battling in front of the man them. We know what the man them want to hear. Yeah? See, when you go over to Don't Flop and these men don't know you, like these men really, really, really don't know you when you start realizing that certain men are calling you gun bar rappers and they don't want to hear your shit and all this and that, bro. You got to start learning, like raw. You start learning to be a bit more versatile in what you can do.
Yeah, bro.
Like battling in front of those different kind of crowds will teach you
to
up your game. Up your game.
Can I give you a bad example? Yeah, on my first battle ever, I battled Fats here, and it was a 2-rounder, and I wrote 3 rounds in it, and I didn't know. I picked my first and my third. My second round was pure jokes, like full on. Yo, these white boys are gonna love this. Do you get me? And I never rapped it. And I've just kept maintained that. Do you get me? I never go overboard, but I've just maintained that type of image over there. But I can still be versatile. Like I can still bust off fair jokes.
Yeah, that's the difference. You don't have to change. Be versatile. Don't change. Always tell people. Stay true to your style.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like when I battled Stray Wolf, I had the thing where I just literally all I did was speak about you're the way he is with his girl. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's little jokes that they feel. It's not really something. I told Tox in that 3rd round that obviously he talks about eating ass. So I said, fuck it, big angle. Yeah. I took the whole 3rd round and told him how he eats ass from, and I told what I say to him, roommate man, I said, you're the kind of guy that you're the kind of guy that only go out if you're the kind of guy that like going out.
You're wrong, you're wrong.
Did him dirty, bro. Fucked up.
Rivers don't even get that. You know what Rivers gets?
Wrong for that, man.
He gets the disgusting one. The people laugh in disgust. You know, like that. Rivers gets that one. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
You don't get the chuckle. I don't feel like you get the chuckle. You get the disgusting. People laugh because it's horrible.
I don't get the chuckle.
Rivers knows how to get the skin.
Not a chuckle, brother. Not a chuckle, brother.
No, I feel like Rivers' toes are very. Rivers toes a very subtle line where he knocks off the comedy.
Yeah.
He knocks off the you can't call me just a gun bar rapper. He knocks off the I'm gonna science the fuck out of you. He knocks off the and I'm gonna give you some psychological shit. Like he knocks off too many. And
well rounded, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He knocks
off too many. Like
I was gonna say about Rivers, I've watched a few. I ain't watched all your battles, but I've watched a few of them, and I ain't figured you out yet. I'll be honest, bro. I ain't figured you out. I ain't figured you out. I can't say what I can't put you in no box yet, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I can't put you.
What Steve just said, and Tech just said as well. It's very different. Like you can't go on Don't Flop, on Beats Anglia, on like there's certain like when you step out of what you know and what you're comfortable with and a different crowd who you still have to win over, you still have to be authentic, but you still have to cater to a different audience. Like, you need a certain well-roundedness that your material isn't alone gonna bring. Like, you have to adapt. Like, these pros are like, guns.
I'll tell you what, I'll give an example, yeah?
You know, like monotonous. Like.
Yeah, I'll give an example. When I battled Bobby Rex, over on Don't Flop, obviously people like me, yeah? But when I battled Bobby Rex, this was the first time I'm about to battle someone they like more than me, yeah? So I wasn't going into that room as no favorite. Them man like Bobby Rex, bro, yeah?
And Bobby Rex is dangerous.
Yeah, he's dangerous. But here's the thing.
He's super pub rapper and he can rap.
Exactly, but here's the thing I had to learn. I was like, you know what? Before I even started writing, I said I gotta make everything so direct that this cannot be debatable, because they love this guy, bro. Like, they actually love this guy to the point where it's like I've watched him lose battles and people still loving him in the forums and shit, telling him that he ain't less than shit. So I was like, you know what? But when I started writing, I said, you know what? I know he can't punch with me. And I know he can't rap with me either on a battle rap team. Yeah? So I need to make sure my rounds are just catered to him. Nothing direct. Everything has to be direct.
I bet some people that I don't even know what league is for them. I'll be real. I bet some people that I don't even know what league is for them. So
let me just interject. So Troy says in this battle, there's 3 audience you have to cater for: the judges, the people paying for the VOD, and the people who are going to watch it on YouTube 3-4 times. That's a great point. Tony D, when he came, one of the things he said on my show, I'm sure he gave me like another 2, because I think he said your peers was another one. Like, you write for the audience, you write for the video, but you write for the rappers who you rate to rate you as well.
That's a big fact.
Like, I can't remember what else did he say. Like
I want every man in this stream to rate my shit when I write it. You understand? It means more to me if these man them are fucking with my shit than random Joe from around the corner. You understand? So I get where he's coming from, and that. So
that's a great point. There are many. Like, you can't just write. Yes. And that was the other thing. So there's the judges and people watching you. There's the people who are watching on demand, like pay-per-view. There's the YouTube audience who are going to watch it several times over. But there's your opponent. You have to write. You cannot factor in all of those things and not factor in your opponent, but also you factor in the people who you want to impress. Like, when you're an MC, you're not only it's one thing to impress the audience, it's one thing to impress a crowd, but I'm impressing all of you motherfuckers who I'm in competition with and telling you, man, you can't. That's it. Like,
Snoop, you're right over there, Snoop. What happened to Snoop? How's he done that? What ghost business is this?
He just slapped his camera.
Ghost mode in that.
Airplane. Of 2 ears, 1 mouth. Definition of 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Man said, I'm out of it, bro. Fuck it. But I'm still here. I'm out, but I'm here. I'm gone, but I'm gone. I'm gone, but I'm staying.
It's me.
He's fixing a battle, like right now.
Man, slapping backstage, though. Slapping backstage for a minute or something.
Oh, say no more.
Only man, people.
Me.
Did you want just to stay? There was nothing to do to stay with.
Son.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
For you as well. But
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like I've ever had to struggle with, like, I feel like because I've already battled on flop, I've never ever had to struggle with writing like to my opponent, to a crowd, and to a thing. I don't feel like that. That's something that you need. Those are like them 3 things you need. That, you know, them 3 things you need. Like,
5.
Yeah, but hey, Tech, I can't lie though. The Gabarina was different sauce, bro.
No, it's true.
It
was
real different sauce still, real deal.
You could see certain man catered their thing.
People tell you, bro.
That's why I said, though. That's why I said, how did you deal with the reaction? Because, like I said, when I watched the Mackenzie, bro, don't ever Man phoned you live, like, yo, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I was saying something to you, man. Cool. Let me add something onto this.
Love for that
Let me add
love.
something onto this little bit.
I'll always keep it 100. That's how I phoned him.
No, facts.
Look at this, though.
Like, yo, bro. I put my brother on the phone. My brother was like, yo, bro, this was crazy. That was crazy. You remember that scheme there? It was crazy. That's how it was.
But you know what, though, also? You know what, though, also?
It's like, there's those things there. It's like, those are things you learn when you just go through, like, your first couple of battles. Like, obviously, I feel like YD may be the only person that's, like, had to learn that in different manners or in different ways because he has.
But remember, though, I wasn't writing for Caps knowing that I had a small room. Yeah, I wasn't writing for Chubbs knowing I had a crowd. I didn't know nothing.
That's
I
it.
didn't know nothing.
Talk your shit, bro.
Real
Talk your shit, bro.
I just said, as long as someone is listening to my bar, they're gonna say, yeah, that's all. You know what I'm saying?
It could be an animal listening to the bar, judging the bars. You know what the evidence is.
You need to turn that thing down.
In the room, bro. I need to understand.
Hold on. One sec. Who's got their key or something turned up? You've got an echo.
Not me.
Who's boy there?
No.
Still there.
What is it?
Hey, Rivers, message.
No. If one person mutes at a time, we can find out who it is. So
no, it's good. We're good.
I just moved my phone. It might be my phone too. Because I'm hotspotting my phone to the tablet, innit? So it might be me.
I'm joking.
But yeah. What was he on now? Yeah, no, see the crowd reaction thing.
Was talking crazy. Go on.
Yeah, go on, talk your shit, bro. That's it,
I'm just saying, when I wrote for Chubb, I had no idea what numbers there was a crowd or not. I didn't know nothing in it. I just wrote it thinking, if someone's in the room that hears my bars, they must think this is harder than it. They're either going to think it's harder than not, innit?
But I like now you feel different though, innit?
Nah, it's a bit the same, bro. I ain't clocked it. I ain't done enough in the small room. I ain't done enough on the stage. You know what I'm saying? For me to say that I know what I've got. I'm just here, bro. I'm just here. I rap and I take heads off, bro. That's what I do.
Hold on. Check.
What you had, bro?
You were there. You saw YD on his last performance. Like, what do you have to say about YD in that room?
He had the Pokemon thing that was fire. He had the capsule core thing that was crazy. He had the don't you know that hoods can fuck caps? You get me? That thing was crazy. Yeah, a couple things in there still.
International caps was fire. International caps was fire.
Come on.
I had to explain that to Anthony. Okay, never got it.
There's a lot of punches in there, yeah, and it's like they could be.
You don't watch football.
He could cut down maybe a little, like a third, and just like put a little filler in there, and some shit would hit more than what it would. That's
hold on. Hold on. No.
He said put filler. He said put filler, not that there was filler.
We don't do that round it though.
I don't like filler.
Yeah, check. You don't really have this chair. Yeah, you don't do clean around it.
I just said personally, yeah, I'm just one of those people. That's me, innit? I'm not one of those people that do the punch back to back.
But hold on.
See, I'm back to back.
Not doing back to back punches. Like Rivers, help me out. Is there
Every battler's got their own format, their own style. If Tex says he's not a back-to-back puncher, like, because there's many men out there, like you got John the Dons out here in the world where they are not back-to-back punchers, but they win battles, bro. they fuck
But-
up who's in front of them.
But
Filler.
Rivers,
That's not the only way.
let's keep it 100 though. Let's keep it 100. Yeah? You see, when it comes to battle rap, yeah, there's two things you need to be doing. Yeah, you need to be angling
to punch.
with a point and punching.
Like, punch every line.
Merging them.
And you don't have to punch every line to
You don't have to punch every line. You don't have to punch every line.
Like if you got a hit, watch this, yeah. Let me break it down, yeah. Let me break it down. Say for example, let's say this, yeah. Let's say like one of the let's say a scoop haymaker, yeah. Scoop doesn't need to punch all the way to that haymaker if it's one of those haymakers. It just makes it look better that he's punching all the way there. But when that lands, it's still gonna land like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't have to punch every bar. You have to punch sometimes.
How much filler have you got in your matter material? How much filler is there?
None. But at the same time,
how much filler?
None. There's no such thing as filler.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Like filler, because I'm sure you don't.
Do you know what? Yeah. Not even to be Tech's legal representative, but I think what Tech meant to say is fill it out rather than add filler. You know what I'm saying? He meant to say, can you just fill it out a little bit more rather than saying add filler? Because adding filler is like adding something that has got no substance to it. But filling it out means you can put more in there to space it.
What I would have said,
you put away. Cut out throwaways that weren't filler.
Yeah, I've got throwaways. I've got a whole heap of them over there.
That's filler. That's
No. Tech. No.
Set up, bro. Let's set up.
No, you're getting twisted, bro. No. Tech.
Filler is stuff that...
not all throwaways is filler, bro. Like I've got throwaways.
But it was just like the material itself was bare like. It wasn't.
No, but you see in a battle, bro. Yeah, you see, I get what you were trying to say. What I would personally say, yeah, is that like you have to structure your bars, innit? So like I might have like 6 or 7 that I think, right, these are crazy, but I can't just do them in a row. I can't just do them in a row. Do you get it? So I get what he means.
I hear that.
But I wouldn't just go put in filler. I would change my style now. Get it? I would change my style. So I go, okay, maybe I put in a joke or maybe I do something else. Or do you understand? But it's still going where I'm going. Like it's still like you know what I mean? There's no filler. There's no
filler tells me you don't have enough.
I hear the word flipping in my head.
No, the filler.
No. I didn't say me.
Have you got filler?
Basically, you're saying that about YD.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, but we all rode with the implication that you were cool with filler. So maybe
no, I just said
no. Look, you lot ain't getting it. You know. Listen, you lot ain't getting it. Don't you see what you tried to do here? Tech just came here and told his opponent, you need to put more filler in your bars. Hey, you see what Tech's doing there? He just told his opponent, put more filler in your bars, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be saying that to his opponent.
He needs that.
I got a question. I got a question. I got a question, yeah? All right, Rivers, Messi, Snoop. All right, cool. I got this question. You man, especially, I want to hear this, yeah?
Right.
Now, obviously, we're putting on the Hustle tier card, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Obviously, we got the new class coming through. Yeah, and them man are screaming man for everyone to come outside. I got a question. Which one of you man is seeing Tally? On a Hustle tier card.
When you ask that question, what do you mean? Which one is winning?
No, who wants to see Tally on a Hustle tier card?
Bro, I'm down to see Tally. Rivers is probably down to see Tally.
No, but he's talking about the younger gen, bro.
Huh?
He's talking about the younger gen.
Yeah, but you know what?
Do you know why? Do you know why I say that? Do you know why I'm asking that? Yeah? Because, okay, cool. I'm battling Crash. Calm. Yeah? I'm saying, you see Tally, yeah? And I'm always going to maintain this, bro. Tally is the fucking Grim Reaper of this battle rap shit, bro, in the UK. Yeah? And I say this because, brother, Tally does not come to fucking play, bro. Yeah? And the kind of pressure he sticks people under when he battles them. Yeah, it's not even funny, bro. Like, I watch man battle Tally, and I'm like, bro, I'm kind of feeling sorry for man right now, you know.
I can see. I've never watched him live, but I can see the intensity.
Brother,
from
when he battle Surfer, when he battle Surfer, I'm not even going to lie, bro. Rivers, you remember, yeah? When
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll be honest with you. I thought when Surfer did this thing, I thought, okay, Surfer's kind of got this.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say. But you see, like Tally, yeah, seeing him step up to Tally, yeah, I'm thinking, raw, Surfer's kind of got this. And when I saw Tally, I was like, raw, like Surfer hasn't got this. You understand? This ain't gonna be his way. Obviously, he went second, innit? So you know, when you're second, you get his way and that. But he had to fight for whatever respect he got against Tally.
And you know the wickedest thing is? Do you know the wickedest thing about that battle was, yeah? You see Tally does not smile. He has the dirtiest poker face I've ever seen.
Terminator, blood.
No emotion, bro. You can see the most fire thing in the world. He will look at you like you don't exist. Yeah? The Donnie will look at you like you don't. Even if the crowd goes mad, he will look at you like you never said shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
And to me, that kind of poker face is madness. Yeah?
That's hard to deal with, bro. A stone face.
I can remember when Tally got 2 minutes into his round, yeah, and Tony D grabbed me and said, Jesus Christ, this is looking mad. Yeah? And when a man like Tony D grabs you and says that, you know it's looking curtains for man already, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Adam all day, bro.
Tally does have this type of demon over his shoulder feeling like when he raps. I don't know.
Literally,
yeah,
bro.
Got presence, man.
Brother, you've got that when he's standing there. You remember the first tournament, like, the man was standing right there, blood. You get me? You just while you're rapping,
bro. Tally said to me, Tally come to me with like, yo, Scoop, what were you saying? I said, leave me alone. I said, that's what I'm saying. Leave me alone. Yeah, I don't know what your problem is, bro. Leave me the fuck alone, fam. I don't. Remember?
Listen. You see when they come to me and they say Tally's name and they say, "Yo, Rivers, you versus Tally." You know what I say, I'll do it, but I just want it to be on a big stage, like a big show. We don't have to do it now. I just think we should get the crowd in and all of these type of things. I'm not in no hurry to jump on the stage with Tally, bro.
So you're nice about it. You're nice about it. I tell them I'm fucking.
No. I'll jump in, but I'm gonna need some time.
Hold on. Let's stay there.
Battler in the world. Like, I'm outside for every battler in the world. There's no battler in the world I think they can body. They can beat me, but they can't body me. No. Like, so I can't. If it's a vocal, like, yo, Messi. No. If someone calls my name, then we're going, innit? Like, it's just straight back, innit? You see it? Like, I can't be out. For example, I'll see you in 8 years, and that, you know, on the main stage in
Messi.
Hold on, Messi. Like, I wouldn't take Tally on short threat, though. Like, hold on. Before we talk about Tally, we've got a battle coming up. You've got some ring rust to shake off. Like, so I would imagine your focus right now is the battle that's in front of you and do it. Like, you haven't come outside in a minute. You've had, you haven't been able to come outside. This is your comeback. I would imagine your focus is on this one opponent that's in front of you, and then like doing what you need to do, and then whoever's ready to get it can get it. But like we haven't seen you for a minute, so this all sounds nice. Like, it sounds nice right now.
Sounds good now, innit? It does.
It sounds good. It sounds good now.
It sounds good now, innit?
But that's it.
This is my thing. As much as I'm saying what I'm saying, I know myself, innit? So I'm not here to prove to anybody else, barring myself, what I can do. Do you understand? So I'm not battling my opponent as much as I'm battling myself. Like, I've got my own demon on my shoulder. This Tally demon man I'm talking about, I'm battling that myself. So it's not about Bracy. Like, it's not about the next opponent. I have two minds, right? So I have the architect mind, which is the bigger picture, the grand scheme. But then I have the right here and now, which is obviously take care of the next opponent that you have. But you also have to have a vision and a plan of where you're going in anything you're doing. And I take the same thing into battle rap too. So I see heads coming down, and I see progression coming on, isn't it? Like that's just part of battle rap, isn't it? Like there's gonna be a loss there, obviously. There's gonna be a loss in there, but you learn from them and then you come back. Like my last battle is a debatable what I say I lost. Some people don't even say that I lost, but I say that myself because I didn't do what I think I can do. Get it?
That to me just says you have even more to prove. You're coming back from a loss.
But the pressure isn't from exterior, it's interior. So as long as I can do it myself, I'm not worried about you've been outside for 2 years.
But another thing about pressure,
Skip hasn't been outside for 2 years. Like it's not, but I mean,
and I'll be saying the same thing to him.
Yeah, no, listen, I'll show you something. I'll show you something.
I've been outside for a couple years, isn't it? So we will deal with it.
There's a thing that people need to understand. Yeah, you see, points will always be valid. Yeah, I've not been outside for nearly. It's going to be 3 years, bro. Near enough. It's going to be near enough 3 years, but. I feel what a lot of people are very delusional within themselves. You see me, I'm never the kind of person to think that, oh, you know what? Like I look at the situation like this. Man ain't been outside for a while, and this is one of the reasons why. But here's the thing, I love pressure. Do you know why?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been in bad pressure situations, bro. None of my battle rap situations have been. None of my battle rap situations have been relaxed. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always been a thing of. You need to prove yourself in this big battle now. You need to prove that we gave you this battle. You need to prove that you belong on this stage.
Understood. What I'm talking about specifically is ring rust. I'm talking
no, but here's the thing. You see when you talk about ring rust, you see when you talk about ring rust, I've not been in the ring for a while. Doesn't stop your ability to rap. I've been on stage. Yeah? It doesn't stop your ability to rap. Yeah, it don't stop your ability to rap. This is what I'm trying to say. And the other thing I always take, like I say to man, I prepare meticulously.
Yeah, he does.
Because I know I'm about to get on stage. Yeah. So when people say ring rust, it's like, for example, you don't forget how to ride a bike.
Just about to say that. I'm literally thinking out my head, literally.
But like I'm not bringing ring rust out of like my own personal back catalogue because this is something I'm considering. Ring rust is a thing.
It's still an element of it, of course it is.
And battlers who haven't been outside for a minute themselves often take lesser opponents because like certain men on the card are battling each other.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because let's not act like ring rust.
It's become beyond the joke.
Let's not act like ring rust isn't a thing. Like that's why it's active because you don't want that ring. Like ring rust is a thing that you need to shake off. And I'm not. It's not a negative. It's just a factor as well as many other things.
Can I show you something? You see your confidence. Yeah. Is one thing. You see me, I feel at home once I start rapping on a battle rap stage. Yeah? That's number one. I feel at home. That's the difference between me and a lot of other people. Once I start rapping, I feel at home. There's a difference, yeah? Man will feel rust because they ain't battled for a long time. I will jump up there, start rapping. You see Sensor? Have you watched Sensor versus Shocks?
Yeah, watch it the other day.
Sensor been battled for 5 years.
Yeah, done a madness.
Did that guy look like he put
body shots? Body.
Yeah. He didn't battle for 5 years.
100%. 100%. But let's not act like that's the case for everyone. So it's a question. It's just a question. No, answer it like that. That's how you answer it. That's how you answer it.
No, I'm saying ring rust is a thing. I'm not denying that. Ring rust is a real thing. But ring rust don't affect everybody.
But okay, so Jen, see for me personally, yeah, like I haven't battled in 2 years, but I've been again going through different situations. So the stress of this isn't as deep as other things that are going on. So this is almost like a release for me right now, even though there's added stress on it. So it's how can I put it? It's like imagine like, oh no, you're saving up to go to a holiday or something. So you've got to cut back and it's a bit stressful that you haven't got the peas normally, but it's for a bigger scheme, a bigger thing that you're going to enjoy. That's kind of how I feel now prepping. I know I haven't battled in 2 years, but the second I say the first 5-6 lines not even that, words. Like, I'm gonna just still gonna go. I remember when I battled Mackenzie the night before. I was like, oh shit, like big battle, like all this.
Yeah.
Woke up the next day and I was like, is it today? Like, you sure it's today? Like, you sure today's the day? And it wasn't real until I battled him, and still, like, the nerves wasn't there because I was confident to the full ability of myself. Like, I know but I believe what's gonna happen in it. So, and even when I battled Impact, I had more nerves, and that's probably why it was more debatable. When I battled Mackenzie, I was fully calm. I was just like, namaste, let's go. Yeah. So I think it comes down to the person themselves, innit?
But never forget that you do this because you love it.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
don't forget you do this because you like doing it. Like, a lot of man, don't get me wrong. You see the thing here, but one thing about life is that if a man tells you that he feels absolutely no nerves at all before he battles, I'm gonna think that is wild. Because even the most that's wild. Because even the most confident
but I be calm with that. No. But when I say calm, I'm not saying that no nerves. I'm just saying I'm calm. Like I'm probably, I had a little butterflies, but I'm calm in the sense that like I'm good. Okay, so when I battled Suspect,
don't feel real till you're up. You hear you're up next.
Yeah, that shit does hit you then.
No, that's what I'm saying. See, then that's what I mean. That's when it's like, okay, it's real now. But it depends on your opponent. It depends on your opponent, yourself, in that moment, like how you're gonna be feeling, isn't it? So when I battled Suspect, I remember I was just bunning Zoots before. My brethren looked at me like, are you cool, bro? Like, I'm like, yeah, man. Like, you know, you're on next, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm good. Like, I didn't feel it like that. So I think it's just when you kind of just believe, like, you know what I mean? You kind of just go into that moment, like, and just release, innit?
You have to zone it out. You have to zone it out. Because when I went to go battle Tox, jumped up and said, yo, you and Tox are next, Tox slapped me on the shoulder and said, yo, let's go fuck this shit up. Yeah. And I just said, fuck it, let's just go do this thing, innit? You gotta block it out. The thing about it is to feel no nerves makes you a cyborg. Like, if you're telling me you're about to jump on stage knowing this shit's about to go on YouTube for however long, maybe the rest of your life, and you feel no nerves about it at all, you're built differently. It's either that you're so confident that you think you can't lose, or that you're gonna lose badly because you're that confident. You get what I'm saying?
I don't even call it nerves anymore, bro. I don't even call it nerves anymore. I call it apprehension, innit? Man's more apprehensive than nerves. Like, man's grown past nerves now. Like, we're grown men. Like, we're apprehensive. We don't know if it's gonna be left or right, rare. We're apprehensive, but we're still gonna do it. There's no nerves here. When man's doing this shit, I just don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm apprehensive.
You know why though,
I'm not nervous.
You know why though, you see when I'm on a card, I hate going last or second to last. I like going. I don't mind being the first battle of the day because you get the crowd fresh. Yeah. And not just that, but I want to get it over and done with so man can go drink.
Exactly. I want to get
it over and done with so man can go drink and do something. You know when you gotta wait around for your battle, that is the most fuckery ever, bro.
I went second to last.
Yeah, bro. 4th, 5th, and 6th battle, you're waiting around, because there's normally an interval after the 4th battle. So you're out for a minute, then you come back, you yapped and that. So you have to make sure you're on point, man. That's how certain man be talking and that. Bro.
Trust me, bro. Going last is long. I like warming up the crowd. I love being the first battle. I love being that first battle.
You're that kind of guy. So.
When you get the crowd fresh,
but you get it. But yeah, man, it's gonna be mad still.
All right. So listen, Scoop. When you back at No Loose Trap?
Well, when I battle Crash.
Crash?
No, that's not No Loose Trap, bro.
Crash?
Oh, strictly Hustle Tier.
That's Hustle Tier, bro.
Okay.
Hustle Mania, man.
We're talking about No Loose Trap business.
The 2
on my back. I'm back as soon as I can, bro. Snoop, I'll be honest with you, God forbid, touch wood, I get banged out of the tournament, or whatever manipulations go on there, whatever in it. I'm coming straight back to No Loose Trap. Or as soon as it's finished, I'm coming back straight to No Loose Trap. I still ain't even battled there. You understand? A lot of people say to me, "Yo, fam, no this chat's your league." I all got man doing angles. I've never battled it.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
lie,
saying?
I prefer Brady.
Rivers, me and you got a battle Trouble and Ike, innit?
That might be the one. That might be
we
the
have
one.
to battle Trouble and Ike, innit? Simple as
That
that.
might be the one.
We say
Well, you two versus Trouble and Ike.
fucking barbarian. Or half
Bro,
barbarian.
something like that, bro.
The Barbies and them.
Trubs be talking hella shit, you know, bro. So that we can't hang with them. I thought this nigga crazy.
Brother, I'm telling you, them man there are funny, fam. Big up Trouble
Yeah,
though, yeah, but the rest of them
Yeah.
man are mad still.
Yeah, it's peak if me and Scoop stand in front of them and it's a rap for them, fam. It's gonna be a movie.
Still talking crazy about
Yeah, bro.
and fucking FD Dub and Killer Crop and all this other shit.
Listen,
fam, if me and Rivers get writing together, yeah, do you know the kind of madness that is gonna come out, bro?
Bro, if any of us three was to write, if any of us five was to write together, bro, yeah, it would be mad.
Peak.
Any of us five sit in a room for a couple hours and write, the levels are gonna go through the roof, cuz.
Cause you know why? Do you know why I opt to have Rivers as my as a writing partner? Yeah, Rivers is very intricate with how he maps out his bars.
Yeah,
I got haymakers. I will just punch my head clean off.
It's a
no,
great
but you know
mix.
what? You see you two on a 2-on-2, yeah, that would be a mad like dynamic, like back and forth. Because that I could just see it already. It would be a sick dynamic.
It's a mad
still.
thing. It's a mad thing. We got chemistry already as well, bro. So it's mad. Yeah, I'm
Only
saying.
problem is, Ike is loud as shit.
Don't matter.
But
Doesn't
he's
matter.
20% bars though, innit? He's 20% bars though.
Doesn't matter what he says. Don't matter if he's loud. That loudness don't matter.
Bars,
How loud are we talking though?
It's not loud, man. It ain't decibels like that, bro.
What, louder
No, the
than
loudest
Ike, listen.
the loudest
Ike has got very good aggression to his delivery. That's it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, it's like if the pizza man runs to my door and slams the pizza through the door, is that a good delivery? Like I want it to be delivered nicely.
You're fucked up.
That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want my shit slammed through the door. I want it handed to me nicely.
The loudest two people, yeah. The loudest two people I've heard in battle rap are Tox. Hands down, that motherfucker is loud.
But he's high pitched as well, though. So it just sounds all like
so his voice
girlish,
travels across the room, innit?
it's all mad, bro. I can't do.
Sensor is loud as fuck.
Sensor's on.
Unanimous, bro. Unanimous is fucking loud. Unanimous is loud. And Chris Lees is loud as well, bro. Chris Lees is a screamer, fam. Them man there, loud. Yeah,
but this
bro.
is the thing. See, this is the thing, yeah. Battle rap isn't just like always up here, turn up. Like there is times where you have to build and get.
It's a good mix, bro. It's a good mix.
Yeah, bro. So
that's a point that I was gonna make earlier. Yeah, I was gonna make the point, and I was gonna say like that's one thing you do get by doing the crowd thing. You get to like build like a natural aggression to your delivery. You understand?
Yeah,
it's more natural. It's not as forced in it because you're actually using your aggression for the right reason, in it, rather than just screaming for the sake of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Even in like normal battle rap conditions with fans and that, like Young Cannon is someone that I like for bars, but he's always here. He's never like
But Danny Myers, look at Danny Myers.
Danny Myers as well.
Danny Myers. Hey, listen, Danny Myers is on scream mode 100% of the time, bro. Like let me tell you something. Danny Myers will hype himself in a small room with nobody there. And rap to himself with no one there.
I don't think
punching people over and that.
Danny Myers needs to come over here and see Rivers. That's what he needs to come over and do.
Myers.
Same with a big T and a Chiller Jones. They need to come over and see a Scoop. You know what I'm saying? It sounds lovely across seas, but it's different.
Chiller hit me the other day. Chiller hit me the other day again, bro. Listen, fucking hell, I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. He has not been playing around this year at all, fam.
No.
He has not been playing with nobody this year, bro.
Champion of the year.
Yeah, bro, he ain't playing around with nobody. You know the wickedest thing was, URL, to me, URL tried to set him up. Because all the people that gave him the battle, they didn't think he was going to beat. I know that. Twerk in a small room. They man didn't expect him to twerk in no
They tried to get him the fuck out of it, bro, because they know he's been on
Huh?
You talking about Storm? You talking about
No,
Storm?
Chilla Jones.
Oh,
Chilla Jones.
Chilla.
They tried to get him the fuck out of here, bro. And every time they tried to get him the fuck out of here, he just kept on fucking up whatever they put in front of him.
They can't do it, bro. They can't do it.
It's stiff still. He's not trying to fall for nothing.
There was a time when he was too intricate without the turn upness, But now he's got that blend of turn up.
Remember, he used to be all schemes,
but he's in the sauce right now, bro.
Remember, he used to be all schemes.
Yeah, all schemes, bro.
All schemes, fam. When Chilla first started, remember B Magic fucked him up for that. B Magic.
He started K-Shine with a scheme. He started He started his verse with K-Shine with a scheme.
No, what I mean by scheming, there's scheming, there's punching, but okay, Chilla Jones made it so bad, where he would take something like that. He changed the whole game. It was fish.
He changed the whole game. Because you have the normal level of scheming, which we thought was scheming. Then he took it to a whole next level. And then you're like, hold on. These niggas weren't scheming. They were doing word association.
Yeah.
So
it's what look what Mickey did.
It's word association.
Yeah.
Then you have real scheming.
Yeah. Look what Nicky did with the punching thing, Now, obviously, I've been a battle rap fan from Smack DVD era, B Magic I was punching mad back to back, But then Nicky came and started doing punches that motherfuckers was really have to scratch your head about, man.
Bro,
you really got to scratch your head to think.
Your head to get, bro. Like, and it's crazy. It's fully crazy. And that's the thing. His thing isn't really scheming. It's punching on a whole different level, though. But it's a whole. Something. So his thing's different. Like, bro, I can't lie. Like the game changed, didn't it, at a certain period in battle rap, innit? Like it was like, to my knowledge, I'd say 13 or 14 times, is when it really changed, and this is when the Chillers, the Nickies, the Clicks, and those guys had their own styles and were doing the top levels of it, and that. Obviously, you had your Luxes, you had the others as well. Get it, but they were the different crops coming through. It's different, man. It's different. Trust me, that.
When Magic came through, like for example, Conceited was that first. Punchline on everyone's talking. And then B Magic coming. Remember when B Magic said to Chilla, he goes, "Your chick can die for picking out your celly late. I put a couple in his top like a wedding cake." And everything like Chilla was
mad.
Going mad.
And the thing about B Magic is he is in 1990s St. Louis, Missouri, whatever, like just cooling, bro. Tripped out like he's got that rap style, like going the whole way. You're done out here. You think he's done out here like that? Can't rap like that, bro. It's different. Like his flows allow him to run.
He's got the best flow. He's got the best flow, like the best actual flow I've heard in battle rap.
In battle rap. I don't care.
I like Daylight and Kick Chaos, man, but it's preference, isn't it? I hear you lot, though. Everyone says that about me. Everyone says that.
I hear you on that. So see me, like, I have layers to my shit. It's onion, didn't it? But like, I come from 90s rap. That's why I fuck with that B Magic shit. But you see Daylight, and it's all just mad. I love that. So blends of it, innit? Like, I love all styles of battle rap.
Like Chaos, bruv, are just really.
Yeah, but B Magic shit is smooth. That's the thing. B Magic shit is just so smooth, fam.
Smooth, though.
Yeah.
Smooth FM. It's smooth FM the whole way, cuz.
You know what he says? He says, "I don't do no personal. Just give me a man's name and where he's from, and that's it. You're just gonna get 3 rounds."
Hey, B Magic, You know that B Magic's the one person I've seen name flip a man for a whole fucking round, and it was all fire.
Which man was that?
Rosenberg Raw. What he did to Rosenberg Raw, he flipped that man's name so bad, Someone in the crowd went, "He fucking your name up."
Hey, bro. Nah, he was on different source. I can't lie to you, bro.
Man said to Rosenberg, he goes, he said, "Go Raw, fuck around, I'm gonna have to lay the smack down on Raw." I was like, He was fucking this guy's name up the whole, and he told him at the start of the round to flip your name for this whole round and do nothing else.
I can't lie to you. He's smoking in the building, bro.
You can't
underestimate. Like Kilby Scoop. He said to DNA, something, I'll bury her. Don't make me catch Eric in the middle of America.
Don't let me catch Eric in the middle. Hey, that was crazy.
That's when I said, bro. That's when I said to myself, how
can a man? No, fuck that. Like, how can a man start a battle? How can a man start a battle by saying, "Listen, pussy, fuck your thoughts like cyber sex"? First line.
Cyber sex, yeah. Fuck your thoughts, that's cyber sex. Yeah, I remember that.
First line against Romney. Yeah, absolutely first bar. And I was like, this guy is not playing around, fam. It's 2 jokes, fam. Obviously, his problem, he took too many battles. I would tell man, don't take too many battles, bro. It will kill off your shit. And it will transfer your brain out into right back.
Yeah. It will saturate your style as well.
Transfer your brain out into. You see, writing and rehearsing is long. People I got respect for anybody that can jump in a battle rap ring. Because it takes time out of your life,
bro. A lot of time.
It takes time out of your life. If you're someone that has a life, or say you got kids, or you say you got things to do, it takes time out of your life, bro. Like, it's long.
With a 40 in his face.
It's a full contract.
Yeah.
To get it, so you have to make sure you signed up, and this is the thing. They want you to be what you've shown the rest of. So you have to make sure you can. Conveyor belt that almost. You get it?
Yeah.
Almost, like, not carbon copy, but, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 tech, widey, scoop, ribbons, you know what I mean? Ribbon messing. It's got to be that, like, synonymous through. Like, so you got to make sure your things, like, it's always there. Like,
it's also that consistency, yeah, because let's just say you have a banging battle. And then your next battle was mediocre. It's like people remember, Jenny, you said it the other day. Battle rap is a sport of what have you done for me lately? Yeah?
Yeah.
So your good battle can easily get erased by a shit one that you have the next week.
That you have, yeah. So like that's what I mean. You have to be that conveyor belt of that that quality you put out. Do you understand? Like obviously you can improve on that, but at the same time you can't decline on that.
Like, a certain level of consistency. Yeah, you
can't decrease that. Like that level can't be decreasing.
Do you know who the most confident battle rapper I've ever seen in my life?
Go on.
Cassidy. The nigga got booed. Yeah? The nigga got booed.
That is not a good thing. That level of confidence is not.
The man got booed.
The hardest shit in the world. What the fuck is you talking about?
The man said, you're doing the hardest shit in the world. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I was like, this done.
What are you talking about, Hassan? Brother,
you can only be that confident when your material matches up.
No, but
your confidence.
And he got booked together.
All right, listen. All right, before we get into a whole Cassidy thing, because I could talk for some time, I'm gonna wrap up. Because it's like, what is it, 2:45 in the morning?
Yeah, I'm finished.
I'm tired. I'm hyped. I'm grateful that I got up and
I learned a lot.
I had my backside out of bed. Yeah, no, plenty of gems were dropped tonight. Big up to everyone for coming on.
Always.
And for chopping it up and for sharing this energy. Yeah, thanks, Messi, for jumping on. Respect, Scoop.
I'll go back to prepping my bars, everybody.
You man, after a battle,
you're prepped.
In the building, bro.
Yeah,
I am there. What the fuck, fam? Listen, from Mr. 28th, fam, I am in that building. Listen, Snoop, I know secretly you love me and you did this for me, innit? So I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you changing things up for me, bro. You know what I mean? You knew I had to battle that day, and I know you just knew it wouldn't be the same without me there. Thank you. You know what I mean?
I thought you was gonna be there.
He's in total agreement.
I'm done.
I thought he was gonna be there, bro.
You done now, man. Final process coming very soon. Respect.
I need you like to see this one. I need you like to see this one.
Final process.
2020. Listen, I can't not see that fucking final, fam. Are you crazy? I've got to see. I got to see Messi versus Bracy as well. What the fuck, fam? Are you mad? Like, there's no way that even like the universe made it so I will be in the building. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, do you know what I want to see? Do you know what I really want to see though? I want to see AJ and Jester so bad. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone knows AJ is my dog, yeah? And I'm on the phone with AJ, and I said, AJ, like, raw, what you saying? AJ said, he doesn't take a fucking round, yeah? And I'm like, no, bruv, you can't just write the man off. He said, Scoot, I'm not asking. I'm not asking.
I can't lie.
I'm not asking.
Bro, I can't lie. Like, level 7 clearance. I got level 7 clearance from some of that round.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it.
It's a madness.
Alignment.
I've heard it. Wow.
I don't think you're ready. Bro,
listen. I'm in the building anyway. I'm in the building with my brothers. I'm in the building, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. When he showed it to me, I said, I was like, oh, all right then. You know the way
you don't like that though. Like, really, that okay.
He's pissed off. He's pissed off. You lot matched him up with him, bro. He's pissed off.
Bro, they're gonna.
But he's pissed that
AJ.
He's not.
This is the thing. Sometimes in battle rap, you will get thrown like a curveball battle, yeah, but it will actually work in your favor, innit? Like what is for AJ, like, because what he's going to bring, as long as he performs what it seems like we've all heard now, yeah, brother. I don't know where
that curveball statement, that curveball statement is a very true one. I've made a career of making the most out of curveballs, fam. They just throw man some bullshit, but it's what you do with the bullshit. You understand? And that's not even me saying anything about Jester, because I rate Jester, but I'm saying if AJ looks at it like that, where it's like I shouldn't get him, but watch what I do now. That's the best way to do it.
I had that reach when I had Suspect. I was like, bro, like, you niggas matching me up with these guys, bro. Like,
what? You know what? Fuck what I do. Yeah.
But you know what AJ has? Do you know what AJ has over a lot of men? Do you know what AJ has over a lot of men? AJ is one of the first battle rappers I ever saw with that natural performance. Yeah.
Presence.
Yes. Presence, bro. Yeah.
You made Cat sore. Alright, come.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, you're here. You're bringing it. Alright, cool. Come, I'm ready for it. You get me? You made him do all that.
I remember the first time I watched AJ Raw live, yeah, and I just remember like it was like almost every line was a setup, if that made sense. It was like the perfect setup. I'm like, yeah. Oh, and I'm so anti the whole round almost. I'm waiting for the haymaker, but I know he's got it in him. And it was like, I remember I was chilling with Amity, and Amity even said, "Shout out Amity." He goes, I can't lie, yeah, like if you just try and make it rhyme and that, yeah, that's gonna be it. Like,
yo, Messi, the same thing you said to him, yeah, the same thing you said to him. I sat down with him, obviously my bro in it, and he's like, "Oh, bro, what do you think?" Yeah, I said, "I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. Yeah, you know what to write, but your shit doesn't connect because you put it. Your order is wrong. The order is all over the place. Yeah, it's like having dollar kebab of ice cream. Yeah,
bro, you know what it reminds me of, yeah? It reminds me of like the fucking, the Home Alone house, bro. There's setups everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Setups in every room, fam. But you get me?
Like anywhere you walk, there was a track, but it was like he didn't know how to unlock it himself almost to fully.
Yeah.
So now
there was no
the mechanics of
the track, but there's no snap.
Are you man? How could we forget? How can we forget, bro? Yeah.
Go on.
Georgie Newton Moke.
Yeah, well, that's.
Alright, listen.
I was waiting for.
I think we're gonna have to wrap up on that. We're gonna have to wrap up on that.
We're
We're gonna have to wrap up on
Sunday
that.
Rose, pull up. Sunday Rose, pull up. It's now like 9 minutes to 1.
That's
I'm
money on the
pulling up
line.
the
You get
hood.
me? So
listen, we're gonna have to wrap it up there.
Jen, hopefully,
I'll be back live tomorrow anyway, man.
Yeah, check out Rivers Live tomorrow. Pull up Sunday Rose.
Man.
Everyone's lit right
good
now.
night.
It seems.
Godspeed.
Love everyone.
Everybody bless up.
You see what his card is doing, Snoop? You see what I want?
This card energy.
Final process, man. I'm out.
Yeah.
Good
night, everyone.
Love.
Yes, love, Jen. Respect,
Love
girl, all
to
the
you
time.
too.
Respect.